Brand new street and brand new me. Side by friends I need. Don't you tell me that you're in town, I already know. Couple days ago.
It's Jess here and I'm here to talk to you all about expat living in Hong Kong. So recently there has been a lot of buzz about people leaving Hong Kong, particularly expats who are just fed up with the current state, packing their bags and going straight back home. Many of which have actually lived here for many years. There's actually been a lot of local Hong Kong people who are leaving the city as well, but that's a different story. I know there has been some funny stuff with the political situation going on right now, and the strict COVID rules have definitely exhausted the patience of many expats. However, for myself, as a young professional expat, I don't see myself moving away for the next few years. Hong Kong still has yet so much to offer. I like to think of this point of time as a chance to recuperate, to have some time to spend on myself, to reflect. Additionally, for me, I don't think that the situation's too bad. I don't have children, so I don't have to worry about schooling. Also, it's totally fine if I am separated from my family for the time being. So let's get on to the reasons on why I am staying in Hong Kong. Number 1. Hong Kong has a rich and vibrant scene that no other city can match. Even though the stringent COVID rules have put quite a damper on the social scene, it will soon pass. International culture. You can meet really interesting people from all over the world in Hong Kong through friends of friends, colleagues, through platforms such as Meetup or Internations. You get to meet so many people and everyone is so open up to meet new people and to know one another. Nightlife. Whether it be late night hot pot, sisha, going to the bars in LKF for Soho, nuts for Terrace, there's always something new and exciting to do in Hong Kong. Right now, there are restrictions and all the restaurants are closed at 6 and bars and clubs are closed, but there has been news that these restrictions will be eased in the near future. Work option and mobility. Hong Kong is a global financial hub and there are many options to grow a global career. Providing you find the right team, you get to work with people from all over the world from various backgrounds. Ambitious mindsets. I think that people who live in Hong Kong are fast-paced and have an ambitious mindset. I think this is a very good environment for a young professional expat to develop themselves because you get the boost and the drive as well. I also see friends and colleagues get new jobs or get promoted really quickly due to the fast evolving nature of business in Asia. Also, the salaries tax is very low, salaries are high, and you get that sweet 13th-month bonus. The dining scene. Cheap eats, world-class dining, and various food options. Need I explain further? There is an availability of multicultural food that is also within walking distance, or maybe just 1 or 2 MTR stops away. You don't need to drive to the other end of town to try out that new restaurant with the swaggy menu. Free flow alcohol. Where I'm from, free flow is prohibited. Restaurants and fast food chains are always coming up with new menus and new items. There's always something new and fresh every season or so. Convenience. Transportation is relatively cheap. Taxis are abundant. You can find it anywhere on the street. Just hail them and call them down. The MTR, which is a train, is very, very cheap. And you can take the MTR pretty much to anywhere. Transportation in Hong Kong is very, very efficient. Everything is pretty much within close proximity. In my area, I have about 6 grocery stores within a 10-minute walking distance. There's also a mini wet market downstairs, which is so convenient to get your fresh produce and fruits. There are 7-Elevens and Circle K's, which are the main convenience stores everywhere in Hong Kong. There's a 7-Eleven here, and there's a 7-Eleven, and there's another one pretty much just 20 meters down the road. Let's see. Everything is so fast and efficient here. That is the culture. You get in, you get what you need, there's no small talk, and then you get out. Just plain efficiency. Bubble tea, you can get pretty much anywhere. Just walk down the street and you feel like a bubble tea, you can just get one, which is kind of dangerous actually. The dim sum, you can get dim sum on the whim here, especially when you just finish running and you pass by a dim sum place and you're just like, oh, maybe I like to have some sumai. Convenience for travel. So since Hong Kong is an international hub, a lot of the flights route to Hong Kong. So the flights are very cheap here. Well, that is before the COVID situation. I had a lot of friends who would just go to maybe Thailand for the weekend, leave on Friday, come back Sunday night, go to work on Monday. Recently, they just reduced the quarantine rules for self-paid hotel quarantine stays from 21 days to 7 days, so I am going home. It's also very easy to go to China. You can go to Shenzhen, get massages, go for shopping. You can also take the high-speed rail, which is very convenient in China. You can travel to different cities. There are a lot of things to see and do in Hong Kong. Don't forget, Hong Kong used to be a top tourist destination. Hong Kong's not just a concrete jungle. There are beautiful and amazing hiking routes just minutes within the city. There are islands like Lantau, Chengzhou. You can just take a ferry ride for a day trip there. There's even Sightseeing, which is a water sports lover's paradise. And in the summer, there are a lot of really fun junk parties. Hong Kong always has amazing views. For me, I can just stare outside my window for the amazing views. If you're bored, there's Disneyland, there's Ocean Park, which are theme parks. Shopping! There are a lot of really cute trendy stores in Hong Kong, especially the super fashionable ones from South Korea. You can get really cheap cosmetics, like Korean and Japanese cosmetics, which will actually cost 2 to 3 times the price back home in Canada. It's so easy to find imported stuff.
For example, they have the Kirkland maple syrup.
The only thing that I really miss are Lay's chips, ketchup flavor, which I can only find in Canada. Did I mention that there's no sales tax in Hong Kong? There are high-tech electronics from China, South Korea, Japan that are really hard to find in America. You can also scour for deals in places such as the Wan Chai Computer Center, which are made out of independent shops, and you can actually haggle the price. There are online shopping platforms like Zalora and ASOS for clothing and shoes and bags, and iHerb for your vitamin supplement needs, and the delivery is super fast. For example, I ordered something from iHerb Canada and something from iHerb Hong Kong, and it took 2 weeks for the shipment to arrive to my place in Canada, and it took 2 days for the item to come to Hong Kong. Also, for clothing, returns are very easy. You can just take it to your nearest 7-Eleven, and they partner with these online stores, and you can just return them and get your money back. You can do anything in these convenience stores. You can even pay your electricity bills there. You can't deny it. Hong Kong is really unique, and there are a lot of things that make this city very interesting. For example, I always see people just fishing in the harbor when I'm out on my runs. That's just so quirky. There's the iconic Star Ferry ride, which you can take pretty much anytime you want. Also the tram rides, those are fun. They're very bumpy, but it's just very relaxing to take the tram rides from one part of the island to the other and just watch the scene go by. Like I said, COVID restrictions will eventually pass, and I'll just wait patiently until it does. Because let's say, if I move away, it will take a considerable effort to move back to Hong Kong again. I'll definitely miss the vibrant city, and I'll miss Hong Kong. Regarding the political situation, I don't see it as an imminent threat, and until I see it as a threat, I will cross it off my list as a reason why I would leave Hong Kong. So that's it for my video. I hope you like it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and click subscribe if you'd like to see more on expat living in Hong Kong. Bye guys!